We are live. Welcome to King's Football Show, all the way from the motherland, from Gambia. How is everyone doing? This is my first show whilst I'm here, and today we are doing a match reaction to Brentford versus Arsenal, and I hope everyone is doing fine. But before that, let's do the intro.
Baby, where is the
Obviously, we have to
remote?
run this
Remote?
as
Yes.
well.
Arsenal,
What do you mean by Arsenal?
on top of the table.
Yes, guys, Arsenal are still top of the league. We went away to play against Brentford. Brentford 0, Arsenal 3. For me, this was our best performance of the season. We were so good. We were much better than Brentford, and the game was much easier than I could have anticipated. So, big up to the manager, big up to the players, and big up to the away fans. They were fantastic as well. And big up to Eagle Eye Football. I hope you're good, bro. You're looking fluid as a team. Yeah, I agree. Arsenal look very fluid right now. Like the way we attack, the amount of players, the way the ball moves, the way we create angles, the way we create chances. It's a joy to watch. It's really exciting to watch Arsenal play football. And I don't know, what do you guys feel? Did the break come at a good time or bad time? For me, it's mixed because the way we are playing, you want to continue to play, you don't want to break. But with the knocks and injuries that we have, maybe it's a good thing that it's an international break, so more players can come back and be able to add to the squad. But what a performance, guys! Fabio Vieira, his first start in Premier League, bang! A lot of people were saying, why did we buy him? We have Odegaard. Did we really need to spend 35 million on him? Well, today we saw why we bought Fabio Vieira. We bought him because he will be another body who can create, who can score goals, who can replace Odegaard, and who obviously can play ahead of Odegaard as well. And that doesn't mean that we are going to bench Odegaard, nothing like that. It just means that we have options. We haven't had options before, and especially with Smith Rowe's injury record, I think we needed Vieira, and I think we saw today because if he didn't play, that would have been Sambi Lukonga and Granit Xhaka, and as good as Sambi is, he is not a Vieira. He's not really a number 10. He can play the number 8 role, but not in the way we want to play on the right hand side. So for me, excellent signing, young, very excited to see him. And big up Moss. Thank you so much for doing the stream the other day on my channel. Appreciate you. I would have had you on and others, but because my time is very limited today and it's gonna be a short stream, I'm just gonna do it on my own. But I hope everybody is well. Big up Luke, always tuning in, always supporting the channel. I hope you're good. Yeah, I hate international breaks as well, Luke, especially now, when we had the summer break not long ago and the World Cup is coming up soon as well. You just wish that the season could have just gone on, but I get it. I get it. They need to play their players to see who's in form and stuff like that. Odegaard out, so that Norway now won't play him. Brilliant masterpiece by Mikel Arteta. Yeah, I agree. It's only a knock as well, so it's nothing serious. It's nothing serious. Yeah, I wish I could have 5 people more. So I think Saka was amazing today as well. Uh, but I do think Ben White had a solid game defensively. I don't think they created anything on his side. I don't remember them like running past him or dribble past him or putting in a cross against him. I really thought Ben White was amazing, and currently he's actually keeping what's it called, Tomiyasu out of the team rather than the opposite. But yeah, it was a solid win. I'm happy with the win. I guess you guys are also happy. Let me know your man of the match before I get into the player rating. Put it in the chat. Let me know who did you think was the man of the match, and if yours is different from anyone on the list, put it in there like Moss did. He said Saka should be on the options, and I can't really disagree with it. I think he was good. He was really good today, Saka, and it's good to see him back. You know, it's good to see Bukayo Saka. I think against Man United as well, he was one of the best players. You know, he has received some criticism this season, and you can say rightfully because we expect a lot from Bukayo, and he's shown us that he can play at the highest levels. So we want to see that all the time, week in, week out. And yeah, today and again, like he was good. He was, and he played a bit more central today. I like that he took up a lot of the central spaces in the game, Bukayo, which was great to see. You know, and the whole team was solid. Honestly, the whole team was solid for me. So I'm happy. I'm a very happy Arsenal fan at the moment. We are doing so well. Honestly, it's good to see. It's good to see how well we are performing. Just going to try and upload the player ratings as well, so you can get. I wasn't planning to do a stream, but because we are playing so well right now, uh, I wanted to do it. It's good to be here. It's good to see Arsenal play football right now. Man of the match, very good. So, how's everyone doing? How do you feel? How excited are you about the season? What would you rate the season start so far? We played 7 Premier League games, 6 wins, 1 loss, top of the league, 18 points. Don't remember the last time we got 18 points this fast. That would be interesting to see if we can get that. Sky Game Man of the Match, Jesus, but my man of the match was Shaka. Yeah, they tend to give Jesus a lot of the man of the match, and I think he was good, but I feel like there were other performances. Like Granit Xhaka was amazing today. Honestly, I know people have strong opinions on Granit, but boy, the way he's playing in his new role, you can't really hate on him. He's doing so well, and it's not just that he's playing well, but he's also a leader. I know people have strong opinions on him wearing the captaincy band, but for me, as long as he's employed by Arsenal, we are paying him week in, week out. I don't care. Like if you perform like he's performing and he's putting in masterclass after masterclass, he's showing his leadership, he's creative, he's like he could have had easily had 3 assists today. I mean, Martinelli slipped, but he should have scored. Jesus should have scored on that. That would have been 3 assists from Granit today, and he was all over the place. He was defending, he was blocking, he was making runs. Like for me, it's between him and Saliba. I just don't know. And William Saliba, like 21 years old, new to this league, and he's playing the way he's playing. It's crazy. I don't think people understand. Like it's not normal for someone to be 21 years old and put in the performances Saliba is putting in for Arsenal in his first season. Like it's crazy, guys. Honestly, it's crazy, and it's great to see. Honestly, it is great to see. And Moss is saying Canadian clean sheet for Everton Begovic. Everybody's from Canada, according to Moss. Maybe Canada is the new motherland. Shaka man of the match. Yeah, big up Luca. Make sure you guys subscribe to Luca's channel as well. And vote and like, get ready. NFL Red Zone, 7 hours commercial free football. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Moss Football Sports Talks. He does FPL with me. We do football content as well. he also do a lot of the American sports, NFL, NBA, NHL. So if if you like sports, Moss Channel is the spot. And I play that spot. Saliba is making this look easy for us. The player we always need. Yeah, like it looks so easy when Saliba plays football, and that's what's so impressive. Like he looks so mature. Like if no one told you that this was this guy's first season, if you were new to football and I told you this guy's played in the Premier League for 7 years, you wouldn't say no to that. You would say, yeah, it looks like it. So let's move on to player ratings. Let's start with Ramsdale, and this Ramsdale had a good game. He was good. I think he had a solid performance actually. I think he again. It's good to see that Ramsdale is back to his best. I feel like for time he was struggling a bit, but he's now keeping clean sheet. He's so good on the ball, and I would give him. I'll give him a solid performance. Ramsdale. He was good today. He was good, and I'm gonna move on to Ben White, who I felt had a fantastic performance. I think Ben White is growing into this role, playing as a right back, and for me, he was 8 out of 10. He was very good, close to elite, even. Like I'm impressive with Ben White, and the reason why Tomiyasu isn't playing now is because Ben White is playing so well. He's not injured anymore. What's it called? Tomiyasu. So yeah. Saliba. And listen, I have Saliba in my FPL team, and yes, it's looking good. It's looking good. 15 points from him. He's probably the best defender for his price in FPL. He's going to give you clean sheets. He's shown now that he can score goals, which is fantastic. He didn't score any goals for Marseille last season, and he already has 2 goals and assists for Arsenal after 7 games, guys. 21 years. Remember that he's only 21 years. And let's move on to William Saliba. Guys, you have to help me with William Saliba. Do I give him man of the match or do I give him a 9? I'm unsure because it's not just that his goal was very good, important first goal, good flick, good position on the corner, but also his involvement in the build up to Fabio Vieira's goal was so important. And Tony, this is the quietest I've ever seen Tony play. Like he couldn't get anything against Saliba. Like he had no chance. Like Saliba was all over him, and he was struggling. Like Brighton, it was so calm. It never looked like Brighton was going to play to score. Sorry, like I the game could have continued another 100 minutes, and I don't think Brighton would have scored today. That's how good we were. But you know what? I'm gonna give him a 9. He's getting elite performance. Saliba, he was so good. And to his partner, Gabriel. I kind of feel sorry for Gabriel because Saliba is playing so well that we kind of forget about him. But which is good. You want your defenders to be solid. You want them to play well. So I'm going to give Gabriel an 8. Very good performance. And if he is good because he's been a bit sloppy lately with his passing. I think today he was much better, and we love to see it. Gabriel is a good player, and he's had a bit of a pressure and criticism, so it was good to see. It was good to see. And when it comes to Kieran Tierney, again, people were worried the way we play. Will it suit Tierney? Will he lose his place in the team? He showed today that he's a very good player, Tierney. and I'm giving him 7. A very good performance, a very solid performance from KT, and it's good to see we got alternative. Now let's move on to the general himself, Thomas Partey, another one who he's so important to us, and when he plays, we look like another team. And I'm a big admirer of Sambi Lokonga, and I think he will come good. But Thomas Partey showed today that he's just on the next level. Like they couldn't handle us today. We totally dominated the midfield. We gave them nothing, and it was great to see Thomas Partey back in the starting 11, and he was very good today. Thomas Partey, very good, and we are going to move on to Fabio Vieira. In his first start for Arsenal, a lot of people were saying he doesn't look strong enough. He needs to put on weight. We pay too much. Listen, Fabio Vieira is a fantastic footballer. He's a fantastic talent. Technically, he's so good. I'm giving him an 8, a very good performance, fantastic goal. And it's his first start. And this is a guy who missed his whole preseason. So he's only going to become better. And I think the price that we paid for him, a lot of Porto fans were complaining, saying that they didn't get enough money. We are starting to see why they feel the way they are feeling. Like, and it's good. He was good. And now to Mr. Controversy, the captain himself, Granit Xhaka. I have to give him man of the match. For me, he was amazing from start to finish. And the thing is, in his new role, he doesn't even look slow anymore. I don't know what he's been taking, but Granit Xhaka was so good today, and the cross to Jesus' goal was just amazing, pinpoint cross. The pass to Martinelli, where we could have gone 1-0 up, was another very good pass, and he showed good intelligence there because a lot to the Brentford players, sorry, thought that he was going to go for a shot, but instead he looked up, he saw Martinelli, g- gave it to him, and he should have scored if he didn't slip. And the pass to Jesus as well was fantastic. Really, he should have had more assists. And I've said it before, Granit Xhaka is an FPL asset now. The way he's playing, his new position, the amount of assists he's going to get and goals for that price, he's a good option. He really is. And he showed leadership, he keeps on, you know, helping the players, demanding, he's very vocal. Even though he's a very attacking role, he helps in the defense, he helps Partey. He had some very important blocks today where Brighton were, sorry, Brentford, I keep calling them Brighton, were trying to create chances, but they couldn't because Granit was so good today. It was good to see Granit Xhaka play so good as he was playing, and yeah, it's great to see. And the next player is Starboy himself, Bukayo Saka. It's great to see Saka play at his best. Um, he was very good today, very creative, got an assist, and it's good to see him back at his best. Brentford could not really handle him, and another one who had a very good performance. It's going to be high ratings today, not just because we won and we kept a clean sheet, but because we played so well and we were in total control of the game. And to do that away from home at Brentford, the way they play, how physical they are, is impressive. Honestly, it really is impressive. Next is Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli was good today, solid performance. It wasn't as good as Saka and the rest in the attack, but he kept on. The good thing that I like with Martinelli now is that even when he doesn't score or gets an assist, He's creating chances. He's helping the attack, and today he helped tracking back as well. And it's good to see him, using his head more. Not just put his head down and run at defenders. The way and the variety in his game is good to see, and it was a good performance by Martinelli. I'll give him a 7. And Gabriel Jesus, I know he was Sky Sports man of the match. Jesus' hold up play is 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 one of the best in the league. He's for his height, he's probably the strongest player I've seen right now, because he's not as big as an Ivan Tony or Lukaku or Harry Kane, or Haaland, but he is as good as anyone in the league with his hold up and link up play. And he scored a very good goal today, good header. He could have had a second goal. He's active. You can see that how good we are in attack now that we have Jesus, and he's a totally different player to Lacazette and Aubameyang. It's almost as if we have Aubameyang and Lacazette in their prime in one player. And technically, he's so good. He's so strong. He creates chances. He scores goals, and he works hard. Is Listen, 45 million for Jesus is a bargain when you look at what other teams have spent this season on players. He's easily 70, 80, 90 million player. I know he had a year left, but even with a year left, like 60 million would have been more reflectable to the quality you get from Jesus. And I'm happy for him that he's getting to be the main man in a big team, and he's shining and he's making the most of the opportunity. And it's just good to see how good he is. And for me, again, he was very good today. And next up is Eddie Nketiah. The subs were a bit late, which for me was a bit of a surprise. Maybe it's because of the international break is coming up. But I thought when we were 3-0 up, I thought we were going to see more of Eddie. But obviously, no one was playing badly. So he's been a bit unlucky this season, Eddie, not to get more minutes. But yeah, good performance. Just a standard kind of, 6 for me. Nothing amazing, but you know, he just gotta try and take his opportunities, because the numbers and the quality we have in attack, it's not easy to get into the attack. So I'll give him a good performance, a 6. Nothing more, nothing less. And next one is Sambila Conga, another one who, we can see that he's a good player. He's just not Thomas Partey, and he just have to keep on playing well when he gets the opportunity. I'm sure he's gonna get more minutes the longer the season goes ahead. But yeah, and I think the third, who was the third sub again? Oh, they were them two, and then it was Marquinhos. Obviously, the youngest player to ever play in the Premier League, Ethan, Navaneri, and Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu came in the 86th minutes, and Marquinhos and Eaton came in the 90th minute. So I'm not gonna give them any rating, but honestly, today, guys, I'm so proud of Arsenal. We played so well. The way we approach the game is what impresses me. The fluidity in the attack, the way we create chances, uh, the the ambition we have to keep on scoring goals, creating, breaking down. Like it was amazing to see. And oh, Arteta, I have to give him rating, and I give him 9 out of 10. Uh, I give him a 9 out of 10. Like, I don't have much to complain. I don't have anything to complain. The only thing I could say, we could have made substitutions maybe a bit earlier, Marquinhos after his performance in the Europa League. It would have been nice to see him play a bit more minutes. But listen, away from home to against Brentford, the way Brentford plays, how physical Brentford wants to be, it was so impressive to see yesterday. And I think it's great to see that, players like William Saliba, like Gabriel Jesus, they've added physicality, muscles, you know, hard work, grit work to our team. And teams can't no longer bully us because we have so many physical players in the team. Now, we got Gabriel and Saliba at the back. We got Ben White. Ben White is a physical right back. He's much more physical than your Trent. Kieran Tierney is a physical left back. Thomas Partey, physical. Shaka, physical. Jesus, physical. And even Martinelli and Saka now have added physicality and muscles to the game. Only Vieira isn't like a physical player, but if you have 9 out of 10 outfield players that are all physical, it's gone are the days where teams can bully us away from home or even at Emirates, and that is good. So we are now a team that is physical, and we're also a team that's technical good, that works hard and wants to press. And if you see the angles that we are passing and the triangles that we are creating and the movement in the attack, it was so hard for Brentford. They could not handle us. They could not defend against us. And if we were a bit more clinical today, guys, we would have won even more than 3-0 today. But overall, it was a fantastic performance. For me, it's the best performance so far this season. And I'm happy that we kept a clean sheet as well. And big up to Miss Melina as well. Guys, make sure you subscribe to her channel. She's a big Arsenal fan. She does a lot of FPL content as well. She's been supportive to me and to Steven, and she's great. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. And when I'm back from Gambia in the UK, we will try to do some content with her as well. And must say, we are the top, baby. Yeah, we are. We are. Thomas Frank thinks we are title challengers. Do you agree, King? Listen, the thing is this, guys. I do not want to put any labels on where we are as a team because I've said it before, because we are such a young team with so much potential. I don't know how good we're gonna be at the end of the season. I think it's early days to speak about title challenges. I do think that City are the obvious favorites, and then Liverpool are still favorites as number two. But I think we're gonna see a more open race between second and sixth than we've seen before. But let's see how we do against Spurs. Let's see how we do against Liverpool. Let's see if we are still in the top of the league after them 2 games. And but it's going to be a long season. We do not know how the squad will react after the World Cup. We don't know what's going to happen with injuries. If we go far into the Europa League, what's going to happen? What I will though say is that we do look like a team that could and should finish in the top four. Like, I feel like we are a much better team this season than we were in the previous season. And the quality from Saliba at centre back, the quality from Jesus, the quality from Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, these four players have added more quality to the team. And then the players that we do have are 1 year older, and they are playing so well and creating so much, and we look so stable. And this is just the beginning of the season. So if we can continue to develop and play well, then a lot can happen, guys. Hopefully we can have a very good season. And big up to everyone that's voted. 11 people have voted. 20 people are with us live watching. 36% has voted on Granit Xhaka as man of the match. 27% have voted on Saliba, 18% on Vieira, 18% on Ben White. Can we get a few more votes on the poll? That would be amazing. But yeah, I understand what Thomas Frank and a lot of managers, you can tell, fear Arsenal now. And that's going to be interesting to see how we handle that. The longer the season goes and the more games we win, how teams approach us. Maybe they've been a bit naive when they play against Arsenal and look at us as Arsenal of old. But yeah, of course, we are TPG MA Red Army. Listen, yeah, the way we are playing, enjoy it, guys. Enjoy the good moments because they don't last forever. Listen, if anyone told me in 2004 that we're gonna go more than 18 years, 19 years to see Arsenal challenge or win a Premier League title, I would have told you you are mad. So we are top of the league. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. As long as we are the top of the league, enjoy the game. Football is changes quickly in football, and just because we are top of the league now, we don't know. Next game week we might not be top of the league. So enjoy it, make the most of it. We are playing well. Look at the positives. Keep your feet on the ground. It's just the beginning of the season. There's a lot of games that has to be played still. I think it's 31 games left still to play. So that's like 93 points, if I've calculated it right, that is left to play. So, and big up Talk. Thank you for tuning in as well, bro. I hope you're well. What did you make of Arsenal's performance today? And Luke is saying, I actually think second is up for grabs. I can see second getting, say, 80 points with the team finishing sixth, getting 75 points. City will win the title. Yeah, I do think City will win the title. I can't lie. Like, if Haaland stays fit, which I think he will, I can't see how anyone stops City. I've said it from the start of the season. I think Haaland breaks the goal scoring record that Salah has of 32 goals. I think he will break it quite easily. I think Haaland will score next to 40 goals. I wouldn't be surprised. He's that good. He's already over double digits, and the season hasn't started yet. Like, we are 7, 8 games into the season. He's on 11 goals. I think they said he needs to average like 3 goals a month to break Salah's record. So if he scores 3 goals in October, 3 goals in November, 3 goals in December, 3 goals in January, February, March, April, May, in 8 months, you see, he's gonna do that easily. He's gonna do that. Like, if he stays fit, he's breaking that record. No chance he can't break it. Yeah, and I agree, Luke. I think I'm not sure if it will be the kind of 80 points, but I do think that the teams between second and sixth is gonna be tight, and I think it's open. I think I wouldn't be surprised if it is Arsenal, if it's Liverpool or Chelsea or even Man United that finish second, because I think all of us are good, or Spurs. I think it's up for grabs, and I think the team that can be more consistent and win those scrappy games will get second. And I think we have a very good opportunity, better than many of the previous season, to finish second. We can really do it. I do think that the aim should be to try and get finish second, and that would be great. And maybe we will add some quality and some bodies in January as well. And Talk is saying, if Arteta can his eyes looking forward and not backward, then I would not rule out a real title chance. I know it's and I have to say that if we keep on playing the way we are playing now, and we can play at a similar level against better teams, and maybe we add one or two bodies in January, even if we can't win the league, maybe we can be finish second and challenge Man City, because the level of football that we are playing right now, that's what's so impressive for me. And yes, even we've seen it before, even when City won the league and been impressive, they've still lost to Man United. at Old Trafford. I mean, I think even one season they lost twice to Man United when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was there. So just because you've lost a game to Man United, that doesn't mean that you're not a good team or you can't challenge for the league. I do think we need to remember that. And Man United are one of the best teams in the world when they are leading in half time. I think in the Premier League they hadn't lost it yet. So don't forget that as well. Arsenal were sharp and hungrier than Brentford, and Arteta has to take credit for what he's doing. Yeah, I do think that a lot of fans, it's time to realize that Mikel Arteta, when he came, and Mikel Arteta currently are two different managers. He has learned a lot on the job. He has become much better, and he's coaching us on another level. He's playing football on a much more sophisticated way that we were before. The way we press teams, the way we attack teams, the way we are creating chances, the movement in the attack is a beauty to watch, and we are so much better. I will try and do some Twitch streams for you guys because on Twitch I can show you the goals and goal chances, and we can analyze deeply more on the way we are playing footballs and other games as well in the Premier League. I will try and do some Twitch only streams so you can really see the difference this season towards previous season under Mikel. I mean, if our key players stays fit, if we can add one or two players in January, if the players don't come back too tired from the World Cup, you never know. Anything can happen in football. Yes, 15th of September, Haaland, Ronaldo in the mud. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Roland, I know what you mean. The beef between Moss and Roland is epic. It's really epic. The World Cup is going to have a say in who's winning the league. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. But what I will say is that let's not forget that. Do you guys remember last season? The thing is, most players will only play 3 games in the World Cup, probably over a 2 week period, and then get back. It's the players that gets to quarterfinal, semi-final, and the final. Those are the one who might come back, uh, tired or with knocks or with strains or muscle injuries. But don't forget, like last season, Sadio Mane, when he came back after winning AFCON in the middle of the season, he had a much better end of the season than he had the start of the season. So if you have a lot of players that are in the winning team, it can have a very positive impact on your season. In the other hand, if you have players that lost the final, like Mohamed Salah did, maybe it can have a negative impact mentally on the team. So it's going to be interesting to see. We've not been in this situation before where so many players are going to play in the World Cup. Subs rising, love to see it. Yeah, big up to everyone that's subscribed to the channel, that share and likes the content. People like you, Ed, like Tariq, like Moss, like Talk, like Luke, Bobby, Miss Mel, Steven, like the community, Tom, the TGT family, the TPG family. Like all of you guys have had a massive impact on this channel. That's like almost 2 months, and I almost have 200 subs. Is crazy. The numbers that I have. It should take me much longer. It should take me a year or at least 7 8 months to have those numbers. So I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you that keeps on tuning in, sharing the content. I mean, we've 16 people live right now. It's crazy. It really is. And Most is saying red zone in might have picked Lions today, Edmund. How are we looking, Moss? Lions any chance at all for playoffs? And by the way, guys, what's your thoughts for the North London derby before I end the stream? I'm really looking forward to it now. Um, I think we can win. We usually do win against Tottenham at home. I know that they scored 6 against Leicester, but Leicester awful. Like Leicester are really awful. I don't know what's going on in that club, but they can't defend for their life, and it's sad to see because I like Leicester. I like them as a team, as a club. The way they've been managing themselves and the way they won the Premier League, I have a lot of respect and time for Leicester. But it's sad to see the way they're losing game. They have to be careful, or they might get relegated. So I'm gonna end the poll. 16 people voted. Granit Xhaka is man of the match, 56%. I gave him my man of the match. Saliba in second, 19%. Vieira 12%, and Ben White 12%. Great, great to see. Great to see. Yeah. And would you play Ben White or would you play Tomiyasu in the North London derby? I think I would stick with the back four that we played against Brentford. I feel like if it is needed to put Tomiyasu in the second half, then why not? But because Ben White been playing so well, I wouldn't change it. And I'm really looking forward to the North London derby. We're gonna try and see if we can get some good collaborations as well. And I'm looking forward to the game. But yeah, I'm sorry, Moss. Saliba is my favorite Arsenal player. I love that guy. He's amazing and he's gonna go to the top. He's a world class talent and you can just tell that he's special. But today, Granny gets man of the match. He said TT needs cover soon, please. Oh, you want? Yeah, I understand. Tomiyasu against Son. I understand. I understand that. But when Ben White is playing so well, it's hard to bench him. And I don't think you can play Ben White or Tomiyasu as wing back in a back five. So one of them is gonna have to be benched. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I was only gonna do a very short stream. We're already gone 42 minutes. I'm here in Gambia with my family, my wife and kids. But I was at let me do some content for you guys after a fantastic win. But before we go, we have to run it.
Baby, where is the remote?
Remote?
Yes.
Arsenal.
What do you mean by Arsenal?
On top of the table.